Because I believe Inoue can become a multiple weight world champion. So I'm thinking, what if one day we fight at 140?
He's a great finisher. I think he's the best finisher in boxing. He's Joe Louis, he's Mike Tyson, he's Jack Dempsey. Three of the greatest finishers in the history of the sport. He's all.
What do you think about that fight?
As of right now, I think we're in the same weight class, but we may be down 6 years, 7 years from now. Who knows what could happen?
Naoya Inoue, famously nicknamed the Monster, is a fighter who commands both respect and fear in the boxing world. Known for his exceptional speed, devastating power, and flawless technique, Inoue is a nightmare opponent for anyone who steps into the ring with him. Facing Inoue isn't just about dealing with his physical abilities, it's also about surviving the mental strain of his relentless, unforgiving offense.
You know, Inoue, Inoue deserves to be in a power. Absolutely. I think he's a hell of a fighter. A hell of a fighter. I won't take nothing away from him. Hell of a fighter. And I like him because I see he take a lot of my stuff from my playbook. But it's okay. That's boxing. You're supposed to take from the greats.
Naoya Inoue's precision knockouts and relentless determination make him a feared presence in the ring. His ability to dominate with both skill and power leaves opponents overwhelmed.
He only really lets his hands go if his opponents are hurt. That's just who he is. I actually appreciate that about him. You know, it does a few things. One, it keeps him safe because it's basically a defense mechanism. If I'm not wild and loose, you can't really counter me, or I just won't slip up and do something stupid. So there's not a whole lot that I'm giving you, basically, as an opponent. Not a lot that I'm giving you. But also it preserves energy. And he can preserve energy. I mean, the guys at that weight, you know, they're a whole lot smaller, so they can definitely preserve energy. But when you're throwing those single shots like he does, it preserves energy. So he's still fresh in the championship round.
He is 21-0, undefeated. He's a 3-division champion. He's a big puncher. He was champion 112.
Bam, a puncher. He is good. But the way how he places punches, like.
His nickname is, was it the Monster or the Beast? The Monster. He's fighting this weekend.
He is good. I'm gonna watch him.
That's the one you asked where he come from now?
Yeah. He's Japanese.
Good. His placements and everything.
Footwork.
Yeah.
Defense.
He's 29 years old, and I said that 28. He beat Maloney from Australia last.
He beat, what's his name? What's his name? Donaire?
Yeah, he beat Donaire. Yep. He got dropped in that fight. He got dropped, and he got up and beat him.
No, he didn't get dropped. He got hurt.
Naoya Inoue, the Japanese sensation, recently made history by becoming a 2-time undisputed champion, a rare feat in boxing. With his explosive power and exceptional skill, Inoue is firmly establishing himself as one of the sport's greatest legends.
Inoue went against the rope. Good right hand, off the rope. He's fighting off the ropes now. There's not a part of his game I haven't seen. He's been everybody this fight. Good right hand to the body. Good jab. I mean, Paul Butler can't hit him with shit. Look, you see that? The footwork and the head movement. Back right to, that left came so fast after the right to the body. Yeah, he hurt him. Butler's down. That's it. He's knocked out. 11th round. He broke him down and knocked him out. That is amazing because he tried to open him up. He tried to counter him. He tried to give him confidence. He chased him the whole time. He found a way to pick that lock and knock him out. That's an all-time great fighter.
Flat out, he's my favorite fighter in the world. Watching that guy fight, man, and waking up at 6:30 a.m. to watch the undercard to get ready for a Naoya Inoue fight has become a bit of a pastime for me now. I love it. I'm up there. I have my espresso. I'm sitting outside watching. My neighbors hate me because I'm yelling at the camera at 7:30 in the morning. Every knockdown that happened in this fight, and there was a bunch of them. I mean, I was screaming at.
Naoya Inoue, now a 2-division undisputed champion, remains focused on maintaining peak performance in the featherweight division. Rather than moving up to higher weight classes, he believes staying at his optimal weight allows him to fully harness his power and speed. Inoue is committed to dominating his division with precision and intensity, prioritizing skill over fame or fortune.
Yeah, I looked against Eric Morales.
Manny Pacquiao, so powerful. Who can fight middleweight right now?
Just 2 weeks after Floyd Mayweather beat Baltimore at 147. And that's when the first time you heard them mention, hey, Manny Pacquiao, should he keep jumping up the weight classes? And then Floyd Mayweather retires, Manny Pacquiao knocks out Hat. And that's when you say, oh, forget where he started. Look at how he's finishing. He's a big kid. Now, Naoya Inoue versus Fulton. We'll see him get over that injury. If he can handle Fulton, you heard Gervonta Tank Davis say, hey, man, that'll be something. I would like to fight him. Why? Because he's a masterclass of a fighter. Big puncher. He said, yeah, I may be too big for him. Many people know Mayweather was probably too big for Manny Pacquiao. Still, people salivated over that fight.
He's already undisputed. Why is he staying at 122? Why is he fighting this guy? The thing is, though, he's coming up from, 115? He started at 108. 108. This guy was tiny. Going up 126, that's another division. It's going to be his 5th, 6th division. I think that's why he's taking it a bit slow. Of course, people are pushing him for 126, and I think at 126 we will see Inoue struggle a bit more, especially if you've been jumping so many weight classes throughout your career. That Inoue may receive his first loss.
Naoya Inoue's win over Stephen Fulton was a career-defining moment, further cementing his place among the world's best pound-for-pound boxers. The fight, held on July 25, 2023, at the Araki Arena in Tokyo, Japan, saw Inoue claim the WBC and WBO Super Bantamweight titles after knocking out Fulton in the 8th round.
I'm proud of the fact that I put Inoue on my pound-for-pound list, I don't know, 3 years ago. Whatever it was. I don't even know how long.
That's true.
And no one...
You've been on him before I even knew who he was.
Ken, no one had him anywhere near it. They basically barely knew who he was, as you just touched on. And obviously he dominated Fulton, or at least put it this way. He established control right from the start. He made Fulton's a defensive fighter, a good counterpuncher. He made him concentrate more on defense and survive.
Inoue, dubbed the Monster, took control of the fight from the start, using his speed, precision, and power to keep Fulton on the back foot throughout.
Then Fulton really wanted to early. He set he set the course of the fight. The mentality of the fight, the theme of the fight, right from the start. And had him thinking of surviving more than he wanted to think of surviving. He being Fulton. I'm not saying Fulton wasn't trying to win. He was. He's a confident, very proud fighter. And he's very strong mentally, too. I'm saying that he never fully got a chance to get into a gear that he'd have liked to, where he could have gotten a rhythm going. The monster, I had a smart monster. And I said this before the fight, and I say it again. That this was a matchup of styles that may have given you a glimpse of what a Pacquiao-Mayweather fight would have looked like if the fight had not happened 5 years too late, where Pacquiao was still at his peak as a great offensive fighter like Inoue is, and versus a great defensive fighter, obviously like Mayweather, which Fulton was known to be, although not quite at the level of Mayweather. There's not too many guys at that.
Inoue's relentless attack ended with a powerful right hand, followed by a quick left, sending Fulton to the canvas and securing the victory.
But to his credit, he had to go over to Japan. Fulton was ready mentally, physically, to give his best effort, and against any other fighter, Ken, at that weight, he probably would have won. But not against this. Not against this. Kind of like in the same situation. Who knows?
Now, as the undisputed Super Bantamweight champion, Inoue is widely seen as the favorite, thanks to his perfect record and outstanding form. Known for his devastating power and precise technique, he has dominated top-tier opponents like Stephen Fulton and Nonito Donaire, proving his adaptability and resilience. Experts highlight Inoue's consistent activity, fighting 4 times in the past year, and his superior conditioning as key factors that make him stand out.
I picked Inoue to win, but I thought it would be a much more closely contested fight than it was. And listen, I'm not dissing Fulton. He was just blown away by a person whom I now consider. I was wavering a little bit, but I now consider after having watched that in its entirety, you're looking at a generational talent.
Yeah.
And Fulton is still a good fighter. I don't want people to start shredding him and throwing him under the bus. No, he's still a good champion. Well, ex-champion now. He's still a very good fighter who can come again. It's just that yesterday, man, he was in the presence of greatness.
Sean Porter, the former welterweight champion and respected boxing analyst, has boldly predicted that Naoya Inoue could become the next Manny Pacquiao, one of boxing's most iconic figures. Porter believes that Inoue has the charisma, skill, and excitement needed to captivate fans globally, making him an irresistible draw in the sport.
But gets knocked down in the first round. And I said, whoa. But he kept it together. It was like he was surviving, fighting back, and being defensive, like simultaneously, which I thought was very impressive. You either get a mixture of, it's usually like one of the three. You got somebody who's trying to hold on and hang on and move, or you get somebody who don't know better and he's just trying to fight back. You know what I mean? Or you get the guy who's just straight defense and let me get through this round. He seemed to do a little bit of all three, which I thought was very impressive. And understanding Neary to have he came into the game in the U.S. when he debuted out here. He came in out here having known to have some crazy power.
Porter emphasizes that while Inoue has the power, speed, and skills to be one of the best of all time, it's more than just his in-ring abilities that make him special. It's how he carries himself and connects with fans. Inoue isn't just a fighter. He's someone people want to watch because of who he is both inside and outside the ring.
Listen, before we get to
like the first three.
We got to preview Haney and Garcia. We got some time left, but we got to get to this whole madness on this whole Naoya Inoue madness on Twitter. He said,
I
ain't in this.
I know a thing or two about, running into problems.
Man, I just listen for context. If you did, I don't know if they clipped it wrong or what. The question that was presented to me by Jim: do you think Inoue should come to the United States? Not do you think he needs to come to the United States? If he said needs, I heard should.
Javante Davis, a well-known name in boxing, has frequently spoken highly of Naoya Inoue. Davis admires Inoue's technical skills, resilience, and remarkable ability to adapt during a fight. He recognizes that facing Inoue would be a huge challenge, noting how the monster can read his opponents and adjust his strategy seamlessly.
I like, what's the guy from Japan? Yeah.
Do you foresee potentially at some day you guys meeting together, maybe at a catchweight, or maybe if he keeps going up in weight?
Probably. Yeah. That would be like a fun fight. Crazy. Yeah, that would be a fun fight. Now that would be technical. That fight right there, like man. But I think I'll be too big for him.
Probably, yeah.
I'll be too big for him. Yeah. But that fight would be like yeah, facts.
According to Davis, Inoue's fearsome reputation is earned not only because of his strength and speed, but also due to his intelligent fighting style and unshakable determination. Davis stresses that any fighter facing Inoue must be ready for a relentless battle, as Inoue's pursuit of victory leaves no room for mistakes.
Going crazy, but you brought up Inoue. Like, do you foresee potentially at some day you guys meeting together, maybe at a catchweight, or maybe if he keeps going up in weight?
Probably.
Yeah.
That would be like a fun fight.
Crazy.
Yeah, that would be a fun. Now that would be technical. That fight right there, like man. But I think I'll be too big for him.
Probably, yeah.
I'll be too big. Yeah. But that fight would be like
it's like a dream fight.
Tyson also recognizes Inoue's ability to thrive in any era of boxing greatness. He was impressed by Inoue's transition from bantamweight to super bantamweight, particularly his victory over Stephen Fulton, which solidified his place among the sport's elite. Tyson's former trainer, Teddy Atlas, also commended Inoue, calling him the complete package with his speed, power, intelligence, and controlled aggression.
The modern-day Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather, and Naoya the Monster Inoue versus Javante Tank Davis. Oh, y'all said I was crazy. History repeats itself. East versus the West. Tank Davis versus Naoya Inoue. Let me get my smoothie. Huh? They learn from Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao. They learn from them. They don't wait too long now. Now the fight is right on time. And now you heard what Gervonta Tank Davis had to say.
Yeah, that would be a fun fight. Now that would be technical. That fight right there, like man. But I think I'll be too big for him.
Probably, yeah.
I'll be too big for him. Yeah. But that fight would be like, yeah, facts.
Not that crazy, is it? It's not that crazy. Gervonta Tank Davis, right now, you look at him and say, certainly he's too big. Until we see how Naoya Inoue fare against Cool Boy Stephen Fulton. That's when we'll find out. If Naoya Inoue comes in hydrated well, punching fast, punching hard, remember how Manny Pacquiao looked against Eric Moreno.
What makes Naoya Inoue such a fearsome opponent in the ring? Is he truly on par with boxing legends? Share your thoughts and join the conversation in the comments below.